Shambhu Sada Shiva.
Hi everyone, I'm Anita Goa, the host of Let's Goa. I'm in Midtown on a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm about to talk with Janet Stone, who is a yoga teacher from San Francisco. I actually discovered Janet Stone on Amazon.com. My son was about a year and a half. I couldn't get myself to a class. I felt a little bit stagnant in my own practice, and her videos spoke to me, her covers, her name, and the titles of her video. So I ordered them just by intuition and fell in love with the practice. I am so excited to sit down and talk to her about her teaching, how she came to teach in the way that she does, and everything else that she would like to share with us. So I hope that you enjoyed the show. Please sign on as a subscriber. Let me know what you think of it, and I look forward to hearing from you. Namaste.
You know, I'm asked often, what style do you teach? And my response is, I teach yoga. The practice of breath and body and whole being awareness. And it's really fluid, the nature of the practice that I teach, but it also has the stability of earth. It has the fire that is deep in the belly, fire of transformation. It does have that liquid motion, and you feel it in the movements of the asanas that I offer out. And it has the sense of devotion in the heart, and that's the air element, and this awareness of the space around the heart, and then all the way up into a little greater awareness. So within what looks like the structure of a physical practice, very physical, we get sweaty, you know, we laugh and smile and breathe really deeply, but it's infused with the whole entirety of the elements of our being and in what's all around us. Yeah. And the mantra to me holds on it the vibration that reminds us of our center point, our still point. And we all come together with this one voice, and we toss it into this sweet little tribe, this sweet community. And we, each of us, don't care about the sound of our voice or what's going on, but really the vibration that's coming up and rippling out and sharing into the community. And it's one of those things that goes out and it comes back into that still point. So mantra is a big part of my practice and my teaching as well. Yoga versus asana is really, I'm so delighted to hear that question, because what's come to the West is a full embodiment of the physical practice, and appreciate that deeply as a gateway to the depth that yoga has to offer. And I think for each individual, what you're willing to go into is what it offers. It is an endless, full, rich well where I'm always a beginner, always a student, always at the very, very precipice of what it has to offer. So in the asana, it's the first introduction into my human body, into my body. I'm embodied in this form. What is it telling me? So I get to listen carefully of tensions in certain places and openings in certain places and ways in which I contract and ways in which I open. So right there, if I pay attention and start to listen to my form, listen to my body in the asanas, in the place that I'm asking, then it serves a huge purpose. I can't think of one aspect of my life that is not yoga, that is not a part of my practice. From making a snack for my children, to negotiating a tantrum, to relating to a friend, to doing the dishes. It's really a full life practice. So it's really in every element of my life and every aspect of my life. The curiosity when people find out that I'm a mom, and that I also travel quite a bit and teach, and I'm dedicated to the path of yoga 100%. And they are my path of yoga. You know, the moment they were born, I had 2 home births, which in and of themselves, like pregnancy and all the way through, is a deep, full, rich practice of constant letting go. And the 3 hours I used to spend on my mat, no more. I mean, there may be an occasion, but I get up really early. The lights are not on yet, and I light some candles and I try to beat them to my mat. And I usually get this sweet practice in, and then they arrive and they show up and they crawl under me and they crawl over me and they crawl on me, and that is my practice as well. I mean, it's absolutely, would not trade it. And you ask if I always keep it together. Yes, of course I do. Yeah, absolutely no, but this is part of the practice. This is part of including all of it. It's as if to say we could have the sun without the moon. It's as if to say that every time I come into a balance asana, that I'm not going to wobble. What I offer out is like, be wobbly, be a full wobbly human being with mistakes, and include it, incorporate it into your practice, into this aspect of awakening to your whole self. My own yoga practice has shifted from when I first started, and I really was into, those fancy arm balances, and taking it up to handstand, and one-arm handstand, and just couldn't get enough of that constant flow and muscle awakening and alignment and bone structure. And as I started to feel myself as a whole energetic being and offering out as a mama, really wanting to be in that conscious mama-ness, my practice shifted. Wow, I think it was 4:30 in the morning, because the little one was getting up and there was nursing, and then I had to get the other one because she would wake up. So 4:30 it was, and I would practice for an hour and a half, 2 hours, if it all worked out, if it was all beautiful. Now my practice is around 5 a.m. I gave myself that extra half hour of rest, and yeah, I attempt to get on there and breathe as deeply as possible. I sit, for sure. That is a big part of my practice. I heard somewhere, don't just do something, sit there. That's my meditation practice. And when clarity comes, clarity comes. I don't force myself on a journey that is other than clearing and emptying and being present with what is, but to sit in it and to be still. As far as a favorite pose, I would say my left hip. It's open, it's so fun. And I love to, Ekapada Galavasana, and, go up into these arm balances. And my right hip is my teacher, because then I want to go up to Ekapada Galavasana on the right side. It takes a lot of surrendering. So the same asana, split the sides. Most favorite, most challenging. The day there's absolute peace in the world, both of my sides of my body will be perfectly aligned. Okay. If you talk to me about food, if you ask me about food and my philosophy, I'm going to tell you, yes, if food is there, I will eat it. I am very grateful to be nourished by food. Every time food is presented to me, often by my own hands, because I am the meal maker in the house, I pause in absolute wonder and gratitude at everything that poured in to that sustenance. During my pregnancy with my first child, I went back toward fish, and so my body was just calling out in a way that it felt like, where am I in ahimsa on this? And I had long talks with some folks who live in India, and we just had discussions about it, and that's where I came to and presently reside. So I try to stay away from factory farming. I don't travel into any of the red meat areas, but there are proteins that I take in from animals. Nurturing and powerful. So a little bit of where I can hold the space, and also willing to really get in there. Shiva,